Alright, hey, hi, hello. How's it going, guys? My name is ZetaRayZod, and welcome back to more Beacon Pines. Now, before I begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and get the bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. So, last we left off, we kind of got into a fight with Rollo, because we were hanging out with Becks. We kind of changed the whole situation, because we didn't do very well. And we hung out with Becks and her parents, and Rollo got upset because we kind of abandoned him. And he said some mean things, and then, you know, fight. So, we went through a scavenger hunt as kind of Rollo's way to apologize. So, there he is holding his balloons. So, hey. Did you find the comic book? Yeah? And you got the corn dog? Yeah? Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Flight. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. Sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you're supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rollo, still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Rollo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak in the Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I happen to want to get some work done on the MCDC and mission control. The game is a bit unpredictable. Yeah, it is. It sounds perfect. Let's go. Balloons. Look at the balloons just bumping. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as the boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck. A shoo-in? You're a funny man. Oh, almost forgot. I ran to your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it.
Okay.
God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket.
That's
and
weird. What's she gonna do? What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know. We've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, that was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rollo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
Festival seemed nice. Was it nice? I can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel
A
as
bomb.
time itself.
What the frick?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time.
That's
The
dark
end.
as shit.
No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Alright. Fight or flight. Oh. Okay, hold on. I guess we could try the break. Sky began to break. What does that even mean?
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can be Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about.
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Shit, so which one's the real one then?
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars
Let
and
me
shut
in!
the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. Like Andre. Let me in. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh shit. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Sarah's Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. Couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited
Proper
whisper.
shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I don't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look in that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady. That's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her
An
hand.
answer I could certainly respect. What? So Gran tried to grab me? Oh no, wait.
Gran tousled
It's gotta
her
be one
hair
of the
back
three,
under
right?
the
Because
face mask.
it's her, Mrs. Fratelli, and Mr. Tolliver. I think these three. Just remember, keep everything nice and normal till the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod. And
What the frick is going
into
on?
the night.
Oh my god.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in a hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Meet up with Rollo. What's going on? For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted
If there's
sigh.
anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Haha! Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good heart bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me just keep away from the clipboards. That's good. That's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. What do you mean? She's right here with me. Is she a figment of my imagination? The answer you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live for the truth? It's like she knows. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam? Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. Can't wait. Hey gang, what's going on? Just being chill.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival
It's all
banner.
coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without you.
The mayor gave a half-hearted
I'm not so sure
shrug.
about that. Nonsense! That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, it's not at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. History Museum adds a real import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. Darn tune who was.
Kerr locked his arm on
But
Gus's
I mean
shoulder.
the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed compelling reason to throw a party. Not just a festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down in their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the
Treat a
horizon.
seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Does he not see us just eavesdropping in? No talkie? Okay, bye-bye. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's... Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thing is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay? There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharp or Valentine or used as fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharp and Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. Next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm is hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminate the groundwater. Huh. We better get going. Did they decontaminate or put more stuff in it? Ooh, it's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control. Why is he happy now?
Rollo waggled his head with
Is he upset
pride.
because it was raining in the previous one? You'll find we spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Oh. So he was upset because he made improvements to the MCDC, but he's rolling up the window. Oh, nice. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. What do I do? Oh. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah. What am I doing this for? Yeah. It's moving now. Yeah. Oh, nice. Where'd you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, precinct security, right? Just imagine it if I'll give you that. Luca, are you sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca. You promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long
So,
breath.
like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters. I don't think so. It seems more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. You're wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed the rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Era's Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. It wasn't. They met in front of the front gate. What the frick? How's that clandestine? So let me get this straight. This is an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Era's Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town's kind of awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leaders are Gran. And she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since you moved in. Moved in? Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I've seen her. Is that even your Gran? Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your Gran is on the up and up? Wait, is that even Gran now? I'm just thinking, like, you know what? We don't even know if that's really Gran. I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. You could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. My Gran really is hiding something. Don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Alright. Chapter 6.
Chapter 6.
Secret Tunnel.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? I'm not wearing my sweater. I'm wearing my sweater. Who knocked the door? Oh. I'm coming! Jesus. Rollo, what on earth is that? Huh? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this. It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, she's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across
If
the
I
room.
were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his
I
face.
think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what they're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat! It may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. Closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well! Look who stands to reason now! I have no idea where the key is. It really is important, but she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm gonna take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? She probably keep the key on her, right? That makes the most sense. She is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes! You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Oh! Hey, this is my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy hand to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it. Oof.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss. But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we're expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
As Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
What? Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people with secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do you think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe? Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment,
Who's Walter?
he just stared at it.
What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label
Well,
with
are
his
you
thumb.
gonna read it? Sure, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a
Here we
monocle.
are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient so for the signs of paleness and malaise. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. Sounds like COVID. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncrean's name. Wait.
Rollo's finger traced
More
across the
scribbled
page.
margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home had been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to his report later and made notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more
Here,
pages.
writing looks shaky. Just couldn't help her. This disease or whatever it is progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exacerbated by loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters in my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time,
What does
spoke
it say
softly.
next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose
where
more
it ends.
pages.
What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Okay, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see. What do you mean enough is enough? How do you take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the drawer shut. A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled
Oh,
notes.
she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. Oh, sure. She's put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Miss Nunkery is a check mark. Clipboard's all inside a big circle. My moms are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine is a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. I think she's probably like looking for some. I think she is Dad's mom or Mom's mom. I'm assuming it's Mom's mom because Dad was a goat. But I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens. I'm assuming she's looking for whoever did this to her son or son-in-law. This is why she's doing this. I'm not sure, but we'll find out more in the next episode. So for now, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. As always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace!